with Glenn Gibson and Mark Whitehurst in their ace go in 14th place in the specials. Ferguson and West in the 4th Ford Ranger were good enough to get to the finish line in 7 hours and 3 minutes. That gave them 8th in the SP class, with Rundle and Roberts powering the Bardentine Nissan to 4th in Class E. But this one was a race of attrition. At the finish line, though, it was hats off to Evan Hutchison and Achim Bergman, who stopped the clocks in 5 hours and 20 minutes to clinch the national championship for Motorrad. They nailed the second loop faster than anyone else. With Colin Matthews and Alan Smith just 6 minutes in arrears. A fine season for these two men who only started driving together at the beginning of the year.
It was tough, eh? This morning was really tough. We were all getting lost and we started really getting despondent and not knowing where to go and not knowing how to race. But today was a day for Motorrad, the team, you know. My navigator today, in a day that was so difficult to navigate, he came through good when we needed him. We managed to get through the whole of the first loop, coming into the pit stop in the lead, which was very, very difficult. But we knew if we could just stay in the lead till the pits, we'd be all right for the rest of that lap. Which we managed to do. And we went out in the second loop knowing we had about a 2-minute gap over Nick Harper, who was right behind us. And we pushed really hard at the beginning of the lap. And then I think we got up to about a 6-minute gap where we knew we had it. And we just tried to conserve the car. I heard all the spooks in my head coming and noises in the car and problems with the gearbox. But we just carried on and we got quieter and quieter in the car, knowing it was just getting closer and closer, not wanting to say anything. But honestly, today was for Motorrad, for the team, you know. Chris, who's prepared this car so well. Achim, who's navigated and built the car. You know, what a team. Justin for running the team, for making those decisions that we need to have made. Today's a huge, huge day for Motorrad. It really is. I'm really, really chuffed. Alfie helped me out this morning. When we got lost, he ended up ahead of me. Didn't make it too difficult for me to pass, which has also worked to my advantage. I think he made it a little bit more difficult for the rest of the guys. So it was a day where the whole team came together, and it's a fantastic day. I'm just really, really proud of everybody at Motorrad.
Then Woolridge and Scholthammer crash-landed their Ford Ranger at the finish line, but it was so finished it needed a hand to get back to its resting place. Then a superb drive from the outgoing national champ Hannes Grobler that won his co-driver Francois Jordani's national championship. They were just 60 seconds behind the Ford at the line and clocked the fastest time of the day on Loop 2. Motorrad made it 2 out of 3 when Cox and Tersteger came home in third, 4.5 minutes behind. And a luckless Mark Cronje brought home the Toyota third in the production car class, winless in a year when he could have celebrated 3 victories. The Ford pair were pleased to have ears, otherwise their smiles may have gone all the way round.
Neil, we were talking earlier this morning, this would be the race that you wanted to win.
Well, I must say, as I just said to you, I was beginning to wonder if it was ever going to happen again, because we had a bit of a lean year, you know, so we are to come and win our home race, a Ford-sponsored race. It's fantastic, you know, to finish off the season like that. And it's been frustrating because we've known the car can do it all year, but we've had little niggly little things all along, and I've made a couple of mistakes, and it's been bloody annoying, to be honest. But yeah, today's a good one to bring it home, and we had no problem. When I say problems, we had no communications for the first lap. Something went wrong with my intercom on my side, so I borrowed one of the other guys' helmets at halfway point. And when we came to take off on the last lap, as we came out the pits, starter motor's dead. So we had to be very careful all the way around, just nursing it, make sure we didn't stall it anywhere, because there are lots of traps out there. And yeah, we did. It got very hot up in the mountains. It went up to 109 degrees, which our car never ever does. So it was a bit worrying, but it started to come down and never got worse. So I realized it must have been mud packed up on the front. So yeah, but we're happy. It was a hard race, you know, and that Mark Cronje and the Toyota and ourselves, we pushed hard all day. I don't think there was much more than a minute in it. We'd close up, you'd go away a bit, close up, go away, and then yeah, we managed to bring it home. So we're very happy.
And spare a thought for the Harpers, who had a disappointing finish to lose the championship by a bare 9 points. And keep in mind that only 40% of the field finished. A fine victory for the Ford crew in their own race, and Grobler proving that he never gives up, starting 21st overall. Voss stormed back from the dead and took 5th. And in the special vehicle battle, it was the double champion Hutchison who got the nod, and Bergman also won the co-drivers championship. The Harpers, after getting stuck, were 22 minutes off the pace. The championships and a second national title for the likeable Duncan Foss, who will be hard to beat in 2008. And just that 9-point margin for Hutchison over Nick Harper. A special vehicle race in 2008 will be, dare we say it, special. The Manufacturers' Championship was handsomely won by Nissan by 243 points. Until next year, you keep it on the road, we'll keep it off-road.
That was the ultimate test.